There is a village on Earth where children still go to school at -50 degrees Celsius, where cars must stay running all night, where they never start again, where throwing hot water into the air creates instant snow. And this is not a science experiment. People live here every day. Welcome to Oymyakon, the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. Hidden deep in eastern Siberia, inside Russia's Sakha Republic, sits a settlement of only a few hundred residents. For most of the year, the outside world feels impossibly far away. The nearest city requires nearly 2 days of travel along a remote highway carved through wilderness, a road that freezes into silence every winter. Mountains surround the village on all sides, forming a natural basin. And every winter night, cold air sinks into this valley and becomes trapped. It cannot escape. The village becomes a natural freezer. Meteorologists call it cold air pooling, but to the people here, it's simply the place they were born. On February 6, 1933, thermometers recorded a temperature of -67.7 degrees Celsius, the coldest temperature ever measured in a permanently inhabited settlement on Earth. At -40 degrees Celsius, exposed skin freezes in minutes. At -50 degrees Celsius, breathing hurts. At -60 degrees Celsius, materials begin to fail. Rubber hardens, metal cracks, and inhaling too quickly can injure the lungs. Winter here is not weather. It is an environment humans were never meant to endure, yet they do. Nothing functions normally in Oymyakon. Cars cannot be turned off overnight. Engines would freeze solid. So drivers leave them running for hours, sometimes all night. Fuel thickens, batteries die, glass becomes fragile, even ink pens stop writing. Houses are built on permanently frozen ground, permafrost. If heat melts the soil, the buildings sink. So houses stand raised above the earth, protecting the frozen foundation beneath. There is no typical plumbing. Water pipes would freeze instantly. Instead, families cut blocks of ice from rivers and melt them indoors for drinking water. Going outside requires preparation like an expedition, layers of fur and insulation, no exposed skin, because at these temperatures, frostbite can begin in under 2 minutes. Farming is nearly impossible. The soil remains frozen most of the year, too hard for crops to grow. So the local diet developed around survival. Reindeer meat, horse meat, frozen fish sliced thin and eaten raw. Fresh vegetables are rare imports arriving from distant regions at high cost. Milk freezes before it spoils. Food here is not about preference, it is about energy. High-fat, high-protein meals help the body generate heat in extreme cold. For generations, people adapted, their culture shaped by temperature. Life continues, even for children. School only closes when temperatures fall below about -52 degrees Celsius. Until then, students walk through frozen air with frost forming on their eyelashes. They learn survival rules early. Never touch metal with bare skin. Never sweat outdoors. Never stay still too long. In Oymyakon, survival skills are taught alongside reading and math. What seems impossible elsewhere is simply normal childhood here. Many outsiders ask the same question: why live here? The answer is rarely temperature. Families have lived in this valley for generations. Traditions belong to the land. Leaving would mean losing identity. Life is predictable. Nature sets strict rules, and everyone understands them. In a world of constant change, certainty becomes comfort. The cold is harsh, but it is honest. Oymyakon reveals something extraordinary. Humans are not limited by climate. We adapt. From burning deserts to frozen valleys beyond imagination. Where survival seems impossible, community makes it real. In most places, winter is a season. Here, winter is a way of life. And in the coldest village on Earth, human warmth still survives.